right now, okay? So how are you doing with habits? And I don't want to take too much time hearing too many stories because we only have an hour and a half. But how are we doing with habits? What are you running up against when you're trying to adjust, trying not to deal with having habits come out? How's it going?
I found myself today telling my story when I should have been listening.
Okay. And what did you do?
I stopped and then, it was kind of awkward, but I stopped and then just stood there and waited for the others to share.
Okay. And you know that awkwardness, what you're saying about the awkwardness is why I've started these. So we have a place, not in the public, to get better at this, you know. But it's okay to go, you know, forget my story. Let me hear about you. And to do a repair, to just go, oh, I just interrupted you. Go on. Yeah.
Gay and I spent 5 days together on vacation. We came back yesterday.
And you're still friends?
Yes. Yeah, better than ever.
We didn't divorce.
No. And at one point, I remember Gay saying, oh, I'm sorry, I just finished your sentence. We went over our cards while we were there. And then just a few minutes ago, she said, I'm sorry, I interrupted you. And I couldn't remember quite what that was, but...
How did that feel when she did that?
Wow, she's really paying attention.
Isn't that?
She's really right on the front edge of the whole relationship thing.
And how does that make you feel about her feelings toward you?
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when we do that, say, you know, I just started to tell my story. I want to hear yours. Wow. Really? Oh, cool. So any other experiences with limiting habits or not being able to limit them or whatever? Yeah.
I'm still stuck on I'm the mom, gotta take care of it, gotta fix it. And I do stop myself, but then I don't know what to say. I'm kind of going, okay, so if I don't do this, I don't know what to do.
Stopping yourself is 50% of it. Stopping yourself and just listening, allowing space. This is the best thing you can do. I really can promise you that.
I know.
And it's that discomfort with silence that we've got.
Yeah.
We have a
exactly
horrible time with silence. We want to jump in. Yep. So we're going to talk about that in just a second. What to do when you're just dying to interrupt, when you're just dying to tell your story, dying to fill the silence. Yeah. So what else? Other things? How's your experience going?
All right. I was just really interested in what happened with these guys, so I'm really glad you spoke up. I was going to ask you how your little time together went. So, thank you for sharing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like we have our little, we can follow the relationship and see it, see it go. Yeah. So how about you? Any experiences for you?
I just had one, and it was kind of like Vicky's here, where someone was in my office talking to me, and she said something I could really relate to, and I just ran off with a story, you know, which it just totally shut down what she was saying. And so afterwards I caught up with her later that day, and I just said, you know, I'm sorry about that, you know, because sometimes somebody tells you something that you can relate to, and then you just totally blast them out of the water. And she said, oh, she didn't feel that way at all. And I said, yeah, but you know, when I'm telling my story, I just hate it when someone comes over with theirs, you know, and that's what I'd done. So I saw it and you know, realized it.
That's good.
So you've become neurotic.
Yeah. But you know, but I think that there's also times where you're just relating back and forth.
Kibitzing, absolutely.
That's fine.
Yeah, and it's just like I said, we're not going to do this all the time.
Right.
But, you know, often that's the sort of thing, somebody saying, oh, I had a wonderful time. Had you come in yet? I don't know that you had, when we talked about the times when you want to go into listening, into this kind of deep listening mode. And one of them is to say, is when somebody's sharing a delightful story. And we often are so uncomfortable with somebody else's delight, or it brings up our own delight, and we want to talk about our delight. And so instead of allowing them that, we don't know what to say. Instead of saying, oh, you did, why don't you just let them talk? Let them share it and relive it again. And, you know, I live in this world of hologram, you know. Somebody's talking about their vacation and this stuff. Here it is. Paint it. There it is. Tell me all about it. Yeah, you're at the beach. Yeah, what'd you do? Oh, you stayed at the hotel? Oh, cool. And what did it look like? And paint the picture. And to, you know, or they got the problem, or they're mad at you, so you bring it out here in the little hologram. So you're mad at me. Okay, let's talk about the toilet seat. Okay. And, you know, and point it over here. You know, the toilet seat isn't him or you, it's there. Okay, but to be aware of this hologram, and for good stuff too, or somebody's planning something, so then the plan can go out here, so that you start to create another space outside of you. It gets rid of that discomfort. It gets rid of that discomfort of feeling like you have to say something. Instead, you're creating a visual of what somebody's talking about. So in terms of habits, what have you been doing? You've obviously not been doing so bad. You're catching yourself. What are you doing? You stopped yourself and went and apologized afterwards. You stopped yourself mid process, right? You're going and repairing right away. You're becoming aware of how you want to keep giving advice and stuff. So that awareness is half the journey. That awareness, that neuroses that I promised you to have, you know, that's half the journey.